Good evening, School District of Indian River County. This is your Superintendent, Dr. Moore, here with a very exciting Facebook Live. I have with me today the Chair of our school board, Ms. Terry Barenborg, as well as our Vice Chair, Ms. Dr. Jones, and a number of principals that I will introduce in a few seconds. The state of Florida did release our school grade and district grade today. But before we share that exciting news, I want to kind of reflect back on the last 2 years. We have been in the midst of a pandemic. We opened 2 school years ago with about 60% of our students in live attendance. We grew to 85% by January, and we celebrated the 85%. But over the course of the year, the ebb and flow of students coming and going, the quarantines of students, the quarantine of teachers, there was a great deal of disruption during that school year. Last year, when the school year started, we were very excited to have what we believed was going to be a traditional school year. That is not at all what happened. We spent the first 6 weeks of school under 55 to 60% attendance. There were 2 different schools that we had to close because of the exposure to COVID. The number of quarantines continued. The number of students and teachers that were out was extremely challenging. After that 6 weeks, we got back to regular and we went to work, only to be greeted in January with the exact same scenario, 55 to 60% attendance, challenging time. We actually had to basically close the school district office, to deploy staff to cover as substitutes in order to ensure that we kept schools open. So to say that there are challenges and obstacles over the course of the last 2 years is a drastic understatement. And what we have today to share is a reflection of the hard work, the commitment, and dedication of the School District of Indian River County, as well as the community and families in which it serves. So let's get to some of the news. The district continues its B rating. So when you look at the B rating of our district, the percent of points that we earn towards our district grade is exactly the same as it was pre-pandemic. There is no change in the percent of total points. Despite the challenges, despite the obstacles, we have the exact same percentage of points. That is absolutely amazing. When you look at state ranking, all of the school districts across the state of Florida were exposed to the same conditions. And when you rank them for total points, you see that the School District of Indian River County went from 38th in 2018-19 to 22 in 21-22. That is a significant improvement, a 16 point increase in scores. Let's look at our surrounding districts in order to get a better understanding as how we did as a community. You see the Indian River County School District maintained from 18-19 to 21-22, that B rating, same percentage points once again. Brevard slipped to a B, Martin slipped to a B, Okeechobee slipped to a C, and St. Lucie maintained the B with us. That gives you a clear understanding of the challenges around us and how the school district continued to find success. Let's dig deeper into the overall district components in which we were successful. When you look at English language arts, we were able to move from a state ranking of 30 pre-pandemic to 22. Significant improvement, an improvement of 8 state ranking positions. When you look at English language learners, our bottom quartile, our students who need to grow the most, went from 25th to 13th, an improvement of 7 state rankings. When you look at our bottom quartile in math, we went from 25th to 17th, a state ranking improvement of 8. When you're looking at grade component highlights continuing on, science achievement, we went from 18-19, a ranking of 37th, to a ranking of 23. Now let me remind you, a 5th grade state assessment covers all of the standards that were covered in 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. That 5th grade student, their school year was cut short in 3rd grade and drastically interrupted in 4th grade as well as 5th grade. But yet, we improved our state ranking by 23. Same thing for an 8th grader. They had no uninterrupted school year and took an assessment that covered 3 years of content. And look at the improvement in state ranking. Social studies achievement went from 46 to 39. That is a 7 ranking increase. Still work to be done there, but we're showing that improvement. In middle school acceleration, and I'm going to spend a minute here. The school district was 56 out of 67 pre-pandemic. 56 out of 67, and has moved to 21. What this means is in 1819, students who had the opportunity to be exposed to advanced level coursework were not being provided that opportunity in middle school. They didn't have the chance because of that choice not to put them in those advanced courses, that algebra course or geometry course in middle school. They never got to the advanced level courses, which denied them the opportunities to meet criteria to go to certain colleges or increase their GPA. This is a 35 ranking increase. By increasing, ensuring every single student who has the opportunity or the ability to be in the high-level courses have the opportunity, that's the outcome. This is significant in terms of providing every student equal access to rigorous coursework. Now let's talk about some of the school outcomes. These are our A schools. These were all A schools in 1819. Beachland had the opportunity to speak to the principal this morning as she was getting ready to board a plane, and she was jumping up and down, screaming and yelling in the terminal. Her husband had to calm her down before security came. But she was very excited about returning to A status. Also had the opportunity to speak to Dr. Chad Bacon, who is the principal of Osceola Magnet School. And when I spoke to him, the conversation was, I knew you were going to be an A. But did you realize when you look at all elementary schools across the state of Florida, your overall ranking puts you in the top 6% of all schools in the state of Florida? That is hard work. That is an accomplishment. That faculty, staff, and community should be extremely proud. Looking here, these are the schools that jumped to a letter grade. And I have some of these principals here, and I'm going to provide them the opportunity to speak and share some of the things that they did. We have Fellsmere Elementary School, who in 1819 had 52% of the points, increased to 57% of the points, moving to a B, serving a very unique population, implementing a dual language program. We're only assessed in English, but under his leadership, we were able to move that school 5 percentage points. We have Indian River Academy, who pre-pandemic had an overall percentage points of 47, now sitting at a 60, which is 2 percentage points away from an A 13 percentage point increase, absolutely outstanding. Sebastian Elementary School went from 53 to 55. We didn't grade schools last year, nor did the state. They provided us the opportunity. But if you were to look at Sebastian's overall performance last year, to what the grade would have been, to what it is now, from 32 to 55. That is significant, that is leadership, that is commitment of changing a school culture. Also on this list, moving to a B, Treasure Coast Elementary School, once again, significant improvement. Before I ask the principals to speak, I want to go back and look at one more data set. As I just mentioned, in 2021, schools were not graded. They provided us the data. But if you look at where schools were at the end of that first extremely disruptive school year, you can see the rate of improvement of so many of our schools. Beachland improved 2 percentage points. Two letter grades. Dodgertown maintaining a C, improving 1 letter grade. Fellsmere, we just mentioned. Liberty, Osceola, Pelican, Sebastian Elementary, Storm Grove, Treasure Coast, Vero Beach Elementary School. We weren't graded, but this demonstrates the rate of progress from one year to the next. And now I'm going to have Ms. Kelly Basura say a few words. Ms. Basura is our Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction and leads the support team who helps our schools as they navigate such complex environments, followed by each of our principals.
Hello, and thank you for having me. I am so excited. I have the best job in the world, and I get to work alongside such a dedicated and committed group of school leaders, school teachers, support staff, students, and families, and I'm just so thankful. Today is definitely a day to celebrate. What we do know is that we still have more work to do, though, and while we want to take our moment to celebrate, I know my friends behind me and my friends that are not here, they're already starting to crunch numbers, figuring out what they can do next year to continue to improve. So with that, I want to turn this over to my colleagues and let them really shine in the light a little bit. Okay.
Mr. Eo.
Well, it's been what an amazing early day for me, listening that we have finally become a B. It has been a long journey for us to arrive at today. And if I had to summarize it, somebody asked me later, like, what do you think one thing? It is hard to say the one thing. There are so many things, so many factors that made it possible to be where we are. But today I just want to be able to congratulate our staff from pre-K all the way to 5th grade. Every employee that we have in our school has given 100% to believe that our students at Felsmer are capable and willing to succeed. I am so proud that we believe in them and they deliver at the end. We will be doing more analysis as we continue in the journey. Thank you, because we did it and we know where we're heading next. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Ann Bieber, principal at Storm Grove last year, and we really worked very hard. The whole entire faculty and staff worked very hard towards this B, each and every day looking at every single student. Where is their possible growth? Where do they need support? And as Dr. Moore shared, the science test that the students take in 8th grade is based off of 3 years of knowledge, and we know that those students did not have the opportunity to gain 3 years of knowledge. So just truly looking at every single opportunity to build that past knowledge that they lost and continue to grow. The faculty and staff every single day says all in, and that's really what this was. It was everyone working really hard to get that B. So thank you to the faculty and staff, and I really look forward to that A.
Hi, I'm Kelly Good, the principal of Indian River Academy, and I would argue that I have the best job in the whole world because I get to work along an incredible group of educators and staff, and we have the best students and families. And working all together, we know it takes a whole team, and our staff just does an incredible job of working with the families and the students to ensure that all of our students have opportunities for success, and I am so proud of them. And I do want to say a shout out to the district staff, all the departments, and thank you for all of your help through the year. We know that we need it and it's working and we're grateful, and I know this is just the beginning of many great things to come. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Hart, the very, very humbled and proud principal of Sebastian Elementary School of the Arts. I would like to echo the sentiments of my co-workers. But we are in competition because I feel that I have the best job in the world. But I would also like to thank our staff, our teachers, our students, everyone at Sebastian Elementary School. It truly was every child, every day, no matter what. I want to thank, of course, Dr. Moore, for your support. Our students knew him by name. They were like, there's Dr. Moore, our superintendent. So thank you so much. Mr. Bass, thank you for your support. Ms. Basura, thank you for your support. I want to congratulate all of the schools in the district on your hard work. This is quite the challenging year. But once again, I'm humbled, proud, and so grateful to be a part of Indian River County Schools and to be at Sebastian Elementary.
All right, and in introductions, I did leave off Ms. Beaver, who now serves as the Director for Secondary Academic Support under Ms. Becerra's leadership, as evidenced by the outcomes that she has there. So very proud that she's joining our team. I do want to share on the one slide that I'll put back up, you'll see that 53% of the schools currently are A and B in our district. That supersedes our surrounding counties, Brevard, Okeechobee, Martin, and St. Lucie, in terms of the percent of A's and B's. The state is pending results from about 200 different schools. They felt as if they had enough data to release those schools. Both of our high schools, Sebastian and Vero Beach, are still pending the release of their grades. So we're looking forward to receiving those grades. But even if they still were both C's, we would maintain the percent of A's and B's that we established pre-pandemic. So I'm going to ask our school board chair to close this press conference, but I do want to say what we have been able to accomplish over what has been the most challenging time in public education, as evidenced by these results, is absolutely outstanding. Yes, there is still work to be done. Yes, every single school in this district should be an A. And the fact that we're able to maintain where we were pre-pandemic should allow us to feel a great sense of pride and energy as we continue that path to ensure every single child, when they walk into one of our schools, has the opportunity to know that they are welcomed, know that they are loved, and know that they can focus in on the high-quality education that is provided in the school district of Indian River County. So with that, I will close. Congratulations, and I'll ask our school board chair to close us out.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. I know looking forward to this day is usually a lot of anxiety for principals, for staff, worrying about grades, but I will say with the data analysis that this district has been able to do, there weren't too many surprises, is because we know how hard everyone's worked. I'd like to congratulate all of you guys, and I know all of the other schools that have worked so hard, and we're hoping for that great success, and we'll see that great success soon. To go through a pandemic and to have the outcome that we have today is certainly applauding to all, not just to some. I'd like to thank teachers, staff, bus drivers, people that take care of all of the different things that we have that go wrong in the school district as far as roofing and HVAC, things like that. But also like to thank the volunteers that help us, and of course, parents. Parents, thank you for ensuring that your children get the best education they can get, and thank you for helping us and partnering with us. With that, thank you.
Our Vice Chair, Dr. Peggy Jones, the opportunity to say a few words.
As a former middle and high school principal, I know exactly how all of the principals are feeling today. You start digging deep into that data. You think, where are my great things that I did, maybe in math or English, or maybe I could improve in science or social studies, but already they are working. I can tell all people in the community that every time I went to a school and visited classrooms, you saw instruction taking place. Every single time, every single school. So as Ms. Berenborg, our chair, said, just a very, very big thank you to our community for your support, to our parents for your support, and to all of our teachers, support staff, and administrators. You've just done a great job, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
So with that, I certainly thank our board for all the support they provide me and push and advocacy to do everything we can possibly do to be best by our students. These results are a true indication of that. Continue to pay attention to Facebook Lives. We are preparing for the upcoming school year, a lot of information to share. We're looking forward to having an extremely strong start. Thank you and congratulations, Indian River County. Have a great evening.